Good morning and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are doing our final flip through of the Airmail project. This was a creative design team project for Tracy Fox at Love Junk Journals on Etsy. The links to the kits are in the description box below. I do encourage you to go check out her Etsy if you have not. She has amazing digitals on her shop, and then what she does with them is also amazing. So I do encourage you to go check out her YouTube channel if by chance you haven't seen Tracy, which would really surprise me. Okay, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. This is take number 4. I will tell you that Chloe is much like she was the other day and very involved in the process of what's going on my desk. So we'll try to get through this in one take, and hopefully she won't jump up here. I did distract her with a toy. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, if you haven't been a part of this project, this was an experiment for me. I have not done this. I will do this again and use what I learned from this project. I'll just say that. I did squish this in my book press last night, and it really helped it a lot. I tried to limit myself to the spines, and I know better. I know better. I know better. So next time I try to build spines first, you guys tell me, don't do that, Jody. You know better. So moving on along. On the front here, we have one of the envelopes. And as you'd seen in the last video, I just took some liquid pearls to the metallic bits that she had on there. This is a vintage Airmail arrow. In the front here, I cut this down to size to fit with some of the fun trim that my friend sent me that matches this so great. Love it. And then this flips open. So in our front pocket here, we have another one of the little mail carriers on his bike, and he just flips out of there. Now I'll tell you, I had to edit myself a lot. This thing is just way full. I don't have anything in these front envelopes, but there's lots of room here for you to put something in, right? If you need to stick a note in there, a business card, you want to put some, you know, stationery bits in there. Just lots of options for places to put things in here. And didn't realize I had a note there, so... Oh, I know what I was going to do. It's fine. Anyway, that flips up. We have our pocket here. That's just a decorative piece in the back there. So just a really fun element. I really enjoy doing that. I will probably do that again. And in the back here, another pocket. I contemplated putting a design here. I'm not sure yet. I do have the gluey edges up, but the glue on these they're not holding. So on this little one here, we have some coffee dyed stuff that I have, and you guys know when I dye, I do rinse my stuff sometimes, but I get leftover residual, and I don't mind that. It gives me added interest and unexpected results, which I love when I dye. I actually have some blackberry juice that I'm gonna dye a few sheets of paper with, hopefully today, to get that out of the refrigerator. So that'll be a video with just kind of the process and the results. So I loved this kit. I think Tracy did an amazing job with these digitals. Now, I did use 2 kits. I used Despatch, and I used the Postal Scraps kit. So there are 2 kits in here that I've combined, plus my own paper that I've dyed. And I didn't really have much. I had a few things from my stash that I used, like, you know, the book that I bought that we talked about early on. In this pocket, we have some stamps, which I'm going to leave in there, and then just a little card. We made that together. But it came a lot. I really am very happy with how this came out. A little piece of fabric on there just for a little label. I did the stenciling. I told you guys I had to do the stenciling. I spent so many hours in here this weekend working, just getting this finished up. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's been so supportive of this project and watching and just being so encouraging. It's been absolutely fun to work on. I really enjoyed this. These are colors that I love. It's a theme that I love. And so I just really enjoyed it. This is empty, but that is a glassine bag here that I've covered and put on that page. And we have our heat embossing we did together. I feel like this project has been a really long time. That's a little tuck there. That flips out, a little airplane stamped there. So that's that for the front signature, okay? Then we'll move over here, stay in frame here, open up, we have our front tuck, and we've just got some pieces from the kits, and I printed on, remember I printed on some matte photo paper, and I've printed on 32-pound paper as well. So just some variety of colors and weights of paper in this, which has been really fun. Oh, I didn't put anything in that little pocket, did I? Okay, well, here. That's a little pocket. So these are some things that I learned. I needed to wrap the cardboard with the fabric all the way around on this one so that you didn't see it, but it's fine. I don't mind the distressed look, and I don't mind the cardboard, actually. It doesn't bother me. But so in Grandma's envelope, we just have a piece of paper folded and put in here. And then that flips open. The journaling space there. I tried to leave journaling space. You know, it's very full, but there are empty pockets, empty places to tuck things. So lots of places that you could still come in and add your own things to, which has been wonderful. So yeah, I just want to say a special thank you to Tracy again for allowing me to be on your design team. It just is still mind-blowing to me, and I really appreciate it. And these kits are absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to decide what I'm going to work on next. Other than a couple of things, I've got a couple of commitments. So before I start another one, I have to finish up a couple of commitments. And then I collaged some stamps down the side. These are actual vintage stamps on here. Another piece of the fabric, and I left the strings. More stenciling. These were those front pages out of that book that were so fun that I loved. I kept the one that had all the nicknames on it, but I like the blue ink with the blue page. So this is a play with the design. So this was a scrap, an offcut, and so I took one of the little ephemera bits and I put the rusty paper clip, faux rusty, it's alcohol ink, and made that as a tuck, so that just slides up under there. It's very snug. And then this was an offcut, so I put that in there. And this was a fun bit. That little banner is part of this design with the paper clip, so I put a slit in there and put the paper clip, and then I just tuck, I like the yellow for a pop of color, and just tuck that little number label up there. It is kind of fiddly, it's delicate, so probably won't take that on and off there too much, but it's just a fun little design element. Not something I normally do, so I was pretty proud of myself when I did that yesterday. I love these images of these old postal workers, just amazing. Another offcut, more stenciling. And then here's another page where I was playing with the element that she had in the design, and our little dangle there. And I did tuck that in there because as I was working on the book yesterday, it kept flapping, and I was like, I'm going to damage it. So I tucked it in. We have our embossing on the red. I love, love, love that. More of the postage stamps. I just mirrored that page, basically. This little young guy. A couple of the envelopes from the ephemera that I've just backed these with coffee dyed paper and put them in there. And then the tag, and I did cut the little tag shape out. I love this. I think the design is so good. It just feels like if I touch that, that would be like worn leather. It looks like, to me, I can just see it and feel it. This is another one of those little paper clips that you could tuck something under if you wanted. And then just the little tag that goes in this pocket here. And this actually could come out. I just have the little knot through there so you could pull it out if you wanted to. And we made this bit together. This was early on. Remember, we made the little shipment tag and his identification card that goes in there. So that was very early on we made that together. This page has a belly band here. Again, it's just an offcut that I turned into a bit you could write on. I was trying to use up the scraps. Like I still have a lot of like the little ephemera pieces that I kept, but I was using up scraps to try to make the tags and stuff. I was really trying not to print more, even though I think I may still, but I keep telling myself, no, there's plenty in here. This was a fun piece, and I'll tell you why I thought this was fun. So on this was a piece that was opened up, like this and this was like flat on one piece of paper. And so I cut it and I scored it in the middle, and it did pretty well with folding together and being right. I did distress it a little bit to kind of mask just a little bit that it didn't line up when I folded it. But right here it says affix a 2-cent stamp. So I dug in my bag, and that's got a 2 on it. And then this New Zealand stamp says 2. I don't know what the actual, you know, monetary amount of those are, but because they said 2, I used them. I found some really fun stamps when I was digging for those 2, so that was a lot of fun. And then here we have this piece. And these were just 2 of the bits of ephemera that I just backed to make a pull tab on that. Just thought that was kind of fun. And then we have our big pocket. And in here, I just put a couple of empty envelopes. And in here, I folded up a remnant of coffee dyed paper and put in there. And here, we have another image from the kit. And I've just inked the back of these because that photo paper is pretty substantial. And then under this paper clip is just a little piece of ephemera that I've stuck up under there. So, and we have our exclusively for ladies image here, which I love. And then back here, a couple more blank envelopes. Piece of one of the journaling pages I just cut into a card. Up here, we have another piece of ephemera, and then an offcut of the red RIT dyed paper. So that is my Airmail journal, now that I've messed up my doily. So I really appreciate all the kind words and the support. It was a really fun project to work on. I love the colors. I love the designs. I will probably be making another one of these in the future, in a little bit of a different size. So in working on this, I realized it actually is not going to work for me for what I was trying to make it for. The size does not work for what I wanted it for. So I will be listing this in my Etsy. It will take me a couple of days to get it uploaded and into the Etsy. In the meantime, if you check and it's not there and you're interested in this journal, please do make sure you shoot me an email, orderfromjody@yahoo.com. Let me know that you're interested, and I will try to get it uploaded this week so that way it's available. But the size just isn't going to work for me. And anyway, so maybe it would work for somebody else. It'd be a great correspondence journal. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your support, your kind words, and your just continued support. And a special thanks to Tracy again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.